Good morning or afternoon. It is June 8th, 2022, and I'm bringing you a garden update. It's kind of warmed up a little bit here, and thought I'd show you around what's been growing well, what we've had some problems with, and let's get it started. So first things first is we have these lemon cucumbers which just sprouted. I replaced the one that was severely shocked due to sun scald, I believe. Just didn't do well at transplant. Kind of having the same issue here with the tasty green cucumber. It just seems rather stunted. It hasn't done much, but I did plant some other seeds and they haven't come up yet, so I'm not sure what's going on. And we have our chicken run. The chickens are not in it yet, but soon. My fiance did plant these snap peas all along the chicken run. And as you can see, I do believe the birds have had quite a field day with the snap peas, as they have the rainbow chard in the garden box. So we'll see what happens, but I think they're kind of a lost cause. The yellow finches, which happens to be our state bird, do particularly love to eat our plants. Let's go look at the corn. All right, so corn has done a little bit since the last time I updated, about 13 days ago. It came up and it was pretty colorless. It was pretty white. So I did mix in some compost, as you can see, and then a good feeding of fertilizer, granular fertilizer, and it has greened up a bit. But again, it just, see, like that one is not as green as I would like. But the soil is not compact. We haven't had too much rain, and yeah, I don't know. But I said we're gonna give it another week, and if I didn't like the growth on it, then I would just start over, but we will see. And then moving on to our pepper. This is our Boot Jolokia Red. Our cherry stuffer, which is starting to get some flower buds on it. And then our Tiny Tim tomato, which I think is just absolutely adorable. Obviously, he's got some tomatoes growing on it already. And then we did pick our choysum. I don't know about the choysum. It was a little bit woody. It's probably my fault, but we did replace the choysum with a good planting of radishes. I forget what variety is covering most of it, but French breakfast are the last two rows here, and this is some type of Asian heirloom variety. The red Russian kale has gotten pretty large. Again, the rainbow chard has just been attacked by birds, so. And then our what is it, kohlrabi is getting pretty big. You can see there. We did harvest some of this lettuce the other night when we had chicken burgers, so that's why it's looking rather thinned. I'm just gonna pick and go as we move along there. Our cilantro, grown from seed. And then these are the snap peas that I've planted, and they're starting to get some peas on them. And then this is, what was this? Sun Gold tomato, and it has tomatoes already on it as well. See there? And I did cage it. And this was another cherry pepper, as well as this. And those are all starting to get their flower buds on it. And then moving on, let's focus. Okay, moving on. This is our sweet banana pepper plant, and not only does it have a lot of flowers, but we also have a pepper, a banana pepper, and don't forget our jalapeno, which also has some flowers. Moving on to the afterthought bed. Strawberries are looking very happy. Chervil looking happy. All of our lettuces, with the exception of the damage from what looks to be maybe slugs. And then looks like our spinach is getting attacked by leaf miners. And this one's bolting. So I'm probably just gonna rip it out, give it to our chickens. I'm so glad I can say that now. Just give it to the chickens. Nothing goes to waste. And then look at this abomination. This is definitely diseased. I'm gonna rip that out. But look, there's tomatoes. But, oh, yeah, that's gotta be blight. Early blight or something. I'm gonna rip that out. It's just not looking good, actually. I gotta tell my fiance, do not compost when things look like this. Do not compost this. Alright, I'm gonna show you what's going on up in the alley garden. Actually, before I do that, check out my rhubarb. This is my foot. I can't even show you how big these leaves are. And look at this plant. Sorry for the helicopter. But look at this plant. That is crazy. And we've already harvested. I've already made a pie out of it this year. So I'm gonna have lots of chopping and freezing to do. This is the Howden now. I just fertilized and gave some fish fertilizer to it as well. And it's looking pretty good. This is the red warty. Looks like it's starting to vine. It's probably gonna go that way, I think. The leaves are pretty small though, so I'm not really sure. But I just fertilized it, that one too. Here's the corn from this side. And then we come up and around the bird bath. Oh, that is terrifying. This is our garden huckleberry, which we grew last year. Absolutely loved it. Made jam, I would say that the berries taste like cotton candy. Honestly, I love them. So we're growing it again. And then this is our ground cherry. But honestly, what is that? Okay, I'm gonna go show you the plants in the alley before we wrap it up. All right, so here's the growth on the Kinkai zucchini, which again, it does vine like a pumpkin plant, so that's why it is trellised. We trellised it last year. Worked great. Love it. This is the progress on the Costata Romanesco zucchini, which is another one of my favorites. It's looking very green and lush and beautiful, and I love it. This is my fiance's experiment. Potatoes in a box. He just covered them with some soil yesterday. And look at this happy thing. What is this one? Oh. Long White of Palmero zucchini. This is a new variety that I've never grown before. But wow, the growth on that is something. I like that. And then this is my sweet dumpling squash and another sprout grew, so I'm gonna pick that actually. This one was slow to germinate and I can't believe another one germinated. And then this is the black futsu squash, which is a black pumpkin. And I think what you're seeing, I forgot to mention that I did pull all of my straw mulch because it turns out in the mulch there was Timothy hay and the hay was growing. So I pulled everything out. I pulled it all out. I'll just get some regular straw. Oh yeah, these were an afterthought, these pepper plants, which look actually happy. But we had nowhere else to put them, so my fiance just kind of threw them right there in the ground behind our trash can. But they're happy. Compost. And sorry for all the branches, we just did a bunch of tree cleanup and we're working on burning them. But yeah, that is the update from the garden. And oh, actually no, it's not. This is a new addition that we've just made with some branches that we had laying around because, as you can see, we're doing a bunch of tree cleanup. So once, Darwin, come here. Hold on, just sorry. So my fiance made this art easel garden art, and we put some shade plants in it that are gonna bloom here, but I thought that was really cute. He did such a good job. Okay, Darwin, what do you say? What do you say? Do you say bye? Do you say bye-bye? Okay, let's say bye-bye. Talk with you later. Thank you.